Hi everyone, I'm Emma Rogers, the Interim Distance Education Coordinator at DVC. And as opportunities to combine Canvas shelves become more limited, I wanted to show you a few easy alternatives for how you can quickly copy course content from one Canvas course to another without having to duplicate your work over and over again. So what you see on my screen right now is the guidance that was sent out by our district-wide DE Dean. And there's information here kind of about the process and the procedure. But at the very end, there's a link to all the things I'm going to talk about in this video in case you want to read them later on. And so I'll include a link to this document kind of in the notes for this video. So there's a few ways that we can copy course content. Kind of the biggest way is if you want to copy your entire course from one Canvas shell to another. So here's an example of one of my courses. So say I've built this English course and I've created everything. I have my homepage, I have all of my assignments, I have all of my readings, my orientation, everything. Like this course is ready to go. And I want to copy the entire thing over to maybe a second section of the course that I'm teaching. So a very quick and easy way to do that is to open up your blank Canvas shell. So you can see here, this would be kind of my second section of the course, and I want to copy everything over. So up here, I'm going to click Import Existing Content. Under Content Type, I'm going to choose Copy a Canvas Course. And then I'm going to search for the Canvas shell that I created all the content in. So for me, that would be this section right here. Those courses are just listed chronologically. And under content, I'm going to choose all content because again, I'm trying to copy over all of my content, all my documents, all my images, all my Canvas pages and assignments. I want everything to be exactly the same because, these are two sections of the same course. You'll notice that this little kind of message pops up down here, like a little warning message. And it just tells you that if you're importing content more than once, it's not going to duplicate the content. It will overwrite it. That'll pop up every time you do any kind of import. Okay, so let's go ahead and click import. And so you'll see here it's running. This takes a few minutes, maybe 2 or 3, for it to kind of copy everything over. Okay, so you can see now that everything's been copied over and it's giving me a little issue notification. This often just means that like maybe there's a broken link or something in one of your courses. And I'm looking here and that's exactly what this is. So that just means I need to go in and fix it. And if you click this, it'll take you directly to the page where the broken link is. Oh yeah, look, I can see there's the link. So I can go back and fix that later. But that might be something you just kind of noticed. So now, just to kind of double check, if I go home, this is the course that I imported everything into. You'll see that all of my content is here. So it has all copied over successfully. Now, maybe like halfway through the semester, I realized that I want to update an assignment or, change some information on a page. What you can do to kind of easily copy that content over is go back to your kind of original shell, the one that you originally created, and say I want to update this orientation quiz. So I would come here, I can edit and update my questions. And then if I want to copy the new version over to all of my other sections, there's a very easy way to do that. So I'm going to click up here at this little kind of additional options button where it says copy to. And I'm going to choose the section that I want to copy it to. So I'm going to choose my section. And again, the same message pops up that we saw in the import when we imported our course over, that it's just telling you it's going to overwrite the existing content. So that means that when I copy this orientation quiz over to my other course, it's going to overwrite the old quiz and automatically update it with these new questions. So I'm just going to choose copy. It shows me that it started successfully. So I'm going to come over here to the course that I copied it to. I'm going to refresh the page to make sure that the changes were made. And then you can just go and double check and my orientation quiz, and then you would double check the questions here, but it should automatically update it once you copy it over. And you can do this for anything. You can do this for a quiz, for a page, for an assignment, anything. They all have this copy to option in the little drop down menu. Now, another thing that you might be thinking about are your announcements. Can I easily send announcements kind of across 4 courses? So if I go back to my original shell and I go to my announcements, You can do the same thing here that we just did for the quiz. So maybe I want to send this announcement to one of my other Canvas shells. I'm going to click here. I'm going to choose copy to. And again, I'm going to type in the section that I'm trying to copy this course content to, and I'm just going to click copy. And then if we come over to that section and we double check under announcements, you can see if I scroll through here, there's that copied one down there, the final class reminders. And once you copy it over, it automatically sends it to your students. So if you wanted to copy this across 4 kind of Canvas shells, you would just do that same process that we just did for the remaining 3 shells that you want to copy it to. Okay, so those are kind of just some general tips on how to easily copy course content. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, all of this is linked here with assignment instructions. You're not my students. I've been making too many videos for my class, can you tell? With instructions on how to kind of do the copy function and the import function as well. If you have any questions, I recommend that you reach out to your local DE coordinator or drop into kind of their training support. Like here at DVC, we have the Digital Learning Lab. And I know they'd be happy to help you kind of work through any issues you experience. So thank you so much. Bye.